Rah. Hello. I'm here. I'm very annoyed because I've been working on this project for like days. And I'm still like not satisfied with it and kind of want to demolish it. It's a really big build, but I don't know. It's pissing me off. I'm hungry. Oh, one bread left? No, I didn't yet. Well, I kind of did, but... Hello, bunny. I kind of did, but it didn't work. So you said... Can you just like copy and paste what you said in my chat? Move all doors, break one. On one of the entrances, put the block back. I don't understand. Hold on, I'm trying to find this post so I can pin it. What month is it? April? There we go. Pin that. Okay, put down, move all doors for one room. Okay, doors removed. Doors removed. Put one block back. Like that? Oops. Sunny. Hi, Sunny. Put one. Okay. I got warped back in time. I'm delayed now. No. Okay, not like that. You just rolled the credits? I did that a few days ago. Look. Whee! You wanna see what I built? I followed a Minecraft reference. So this is my apartment complex that I'm trying to build. Another thing that's making me upset is that my elevator doesn't go floor by floor. It goes either all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom. But I want it to go like floor by floor. I don't know how to do that. I invented a new game called Mental Bowling. You've got to be in the right frame of mind for it. Oh my gosh. Put the first door back down. So this door, put the first door back down. Okay, so yeah, that works. That works fine, right? And then I go in here. And then each floor.
Didn't you bring these down?
I had another slice or two.
Or two?
Maybe. Can you start the cookies? You have to put an elevator. Okay. So JJ, put this here. And now it counts the balcony as a room. What? Wait, what? So I take it away. Oh, God damn it, I keep doing that. Where's the missing wall block, like I said? I don't know where to... I don't know. I'm confused. Put the first door down, then replace... Then place the block. Then replace the last door. Place the block. Place a block here? I'm dumb. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Missing wall block. Missing wall block? Missing wall block? No! Get out of my way! Okay. Get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of my way. This guy's in my way. Lower. Okay, hold on, let me... So don't remove... I'm having trouble finding my stuff. Don't remove a block from this door. That's too high. Okay, so let me... Does it have to be like the ground block? Posture check? Yeah. I just got here. My posture's fine. Okay, so it's counting this room right now as a... It's counting this room as an environment. Like I want it to. So now I'm gonna place the... Cutie patootie mashi. No, you. No! Oh. Don't remove the floor. It's not like I want to have you stretch or anything. Wow. So it's just gonna do the same thing, isn't it? Cookies. No cookies?
No cookies yet. Gigi.
Thank you for the water. Oh, I see. I freaking see. Your fence. Yeah, my fence. That's what I mean. My fence is counting it as a freaking environment house. Yeah. I don't know why. But I want the fence there. So I just have to leave it like this with no... Remove a fence block. I can remove this one. This one doesn't really need to be here. And then I could put the plant here so it doesn't look odd. And then put this back. Where's the door? Where's the door? Oh, there it is. It's still doing it! What the heck? Why is it counting it as a freaking environment? There's not even a full fence here. I mean... Do you want to live here? No, you're not gonna live here. Press N on the right stick. What does that do? Oh. Why is it so dark in here? Wait, why did my... Okay, so this is Samir Guru's house. It's not showing me. Oh. Oh, okay, so the whole apartment including... Oh, I wonder if the above one is counting. Hopefully it's only the... Okay, yeah, it's only... It's not working? Yeah, it is. See? It's all of this. This is the whole area. So this all belongs to Smear Guru. Okay. Cyan paint. Okay, you said I need an elevator for each floor. I wanted to refresh it, now I have pre-rolls. I'm sorry. Sorry that you're really delayed. Guys, should I get rid of the stairs? What's the point of having the stairs if I have an elevator, right? They're just taking up space, and I could decorate more without them. Yeah, so... JJ, are you there? Are you less delayed? I honestly don't know. Oh, I keep doing that! Oh my gosh. Put the frickin' glass pane back. Ah! What is it? What is it? Okay, well, I thought you wanted something, but apparently she does not. That's better. And then... I need to make more diagonal. More diagonal blocks. Ah! Okay. Guys, I didn't figure out until today that I can move the Poke Center. You could move the Poke Center! I didn't know that! How do I make this look cute?
Every time I look in here, they're all the same color. Oh, wait, we have stairs. Oh, shit. Guys, this isn't the more expensive they are, the better the snaps are.
Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Ah, I think I need to go to bed early tonight. My brain not working.
You want free chicken? Oh, we gotta go make it. Oh, okay. There's a bunch of meat.
Maybe I should have... brain no worky. having a bra moment. Where is my... Right, I like it. Okay. The only thing I don't like is that this is showing. Don't like that that's showing. How do I hide it in a cute... Just put a rock there. No. How do I hide that in a cute way? Oh, Terrence, stop. Hello, are you playing as Ditto? I am. Yeah, I'm Ditto. If I go to a really tight space, I can show you. Watch this. I'm Ditto. Look at me, I'm so cute. Have you ever heard of with the Sigma? If so, can you guess who's famously known for saying that? Oh gosh. I don't know. I can't remember. I have a really bad memory. What the Sigma? No, I can't. I can't think. Squidward tentacles is the correct answer. What? No. That's not right. I love her hair. I love Lily's hair because she's blonde like me. And she's cute. I'm trying to fix my... Did you just name your Ditto Ditto? No, I named my Ditto Mashi. Mushi. I named my Ditto Mushi. I need more plaster, but I don't have any seashells on me. Okay, let's go to our Withered Wasteland and turn in our cube. I had pizza today, it was delicious. I was in the mood for like a cheesy veggie pizza, so that's what I got. Drifloon. I need these. Oh, triangle design flooring. I got a new recipe. Oops. Oh, this place is still so dead. It's so dead over here. I like when it spreads out very evenly. Okay, let's see. We need to turn in Chubby Tail. Dragon Knight. Yeah. We need this thing. What is it? I hear like a sparkling sound. I wonder how many recipes I can get in the water. Furnace kit. What did I find? It's probably like a lepa. Oh, no, it's a hydrated one. I like when it says something good. You're about to catch something good. Spam the A button. Will this reach? Why is it only letting me... It's not working. Is it because it's not generating enough electricity? What if I made it higher? Or... I don't know. Wireless power transmitter. Where's my ordinary soil at? Barren. And then this. Okay. Time to get chatty. Professor Tangrowth wants to talk to me? What you thinking about? When I saw the building we found on the beach take off into the sky. Oh. Oh, I have to build a habitat for Professor Tangrowth. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of golden balls. Look at this. Appraise it. A bike? What? A serving of leftovers? Is that what I just got? It's just an apple core. What do I do with an apple core? Never what? Never melt ice. Miracle seed. What do I do with the miracle seed? Try hanging it up in a frame. Ooh, a mysterious slate. I have another slate to put down. Ooh. I can't ignore the shiny. What if I get a recipe I want? Oh, pretty broken tiling. I like that one. The magical powers of Cutie Patootie Shiny Hunting Mashi. 3 stream streak, thanks. Cutie Patootie. I wish work didn't have such derp hours, or I'd be able to catch streams better. Oh, you're always around when I stream, I feel like. You always pop in. Large lost relic. Oh. Give me. Give me everything.
Every time you die, it reloads your I almost just got it. Wait, they can run.
War turtle.
Why can they run? Hey, why do they run so fast? They have full armor. Holy shit, dude. We are not ready for this spot yet. If we can get that crossbow though.
What's up here? Oh, I've been here before.
Now that's armor.
I just want to hit one block. Please, game.
Wait, now we can. They don't have strength to fire. A war axe, strength 4 to use the weapon.
Another slate. Yippee!
Required? Oh my god. We are not supposed to be here. The book says drop your
1 second.
What is that? Wait, that's not it.
I think Gigi's gonna get mad. I closed the door. This one. She's looting the snacks. Save the snacks. No, I wasn't looting this. I wasn't looting the snacks. I was closing the door. Closing the door. Open the door. Ooh, Jigglypuff. Oops. Damn, I didn't even leave a stump. What were we doing? Rocky Ridges? Sparkling Skylands. Sparkling Skylands. Oh, we were getting more plaster. Because we don't have any plaster to finish our walkways. Do I have any in my chest? Question mark. I do not. I am going to put this Pokemetal in the furnace. And then I'm going to go to the beach. No, Rocky Ridges. And we're going to make more plaster. What does it want me to do for my daily quests? I didn't even check. I'm running out of coin. Why do they do the dot dot dot? Is that like if I talk to them, our friendship will level up? Oops. Maybe I should make hamburger steaks. Is the head pet not working? Is it not working? Hamburger. Oh, what the heck? Polyrath came all the way over here? I thought Polyrath still lived on the separate island. Head pet not available. It wasn't working last time. Let me see. Where is head pet? Is it still not working? Hello, Senwar. I fixed it, Nia. It should work now. Thank you. Thank you for that bat. Yeah, I disabled it because it was broken on my other model and I didn't want people to keep using their points. Head pats for the cutie patootie. Thank you. There's Schmear Guru. I need Schmear Guru. I need him. He's probably in his house. Paint something for me. A head pat a day keeps the Mashi from going yandere maro? Yandere maro. No, I could never. I could never be a yandere. Okay, that's all done. Okay, what's the next step? What is the next step we want to do? We filled all the walls, that's good. We did that. We did the stairs. We did the flooring for the stairs. Now we're gonna do the roof. This needs to be up one more. I hate how hard it is to get white and black paint. It's a pain in my booty. Let's change back because apparently we don't need this. Unless I wanted to like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna break it. Pain in the booty. It's a pain in the behind. No. I'm a civil engineer. No, I'm going off a YouTube video. I wish I was as creative and talented as the people who make the videos. We're gonna need more white dye. Maybe I am gonna need... I'm winning. I'm winning so... I'm being so awesome at winning. The environment level increased. Did it go down or did it go to 8? Oh, it went down. Wait, no it didn't. It went up because I wasn't level 7 before. What can I buy? Pop art table. Yippee! Where is Pupitar? Pupitar. Oh, you'd like it to be brighter? Look at this. I left, but now I'm back. How's it going? Good. Do you want to see my apartment I'm making? I don't know if you saw it already. Okay, so this is the front. It's still a work in progress. It's my elevator. It's 6 rooms in total. I was gonna add like fountains and stuff and make it all pretty, more flowers. This is Smear Guru's room. I haven't done any of the other rooms yet. I'm still working on them. I was gonna make this Gardevoir's room. You could take the elevator and it'll take you to each floor. Yes, Gardevoir. Hey, you stay away from my Gardevoir. Apparently I'm missing some plaster right there. I have to fix that. You like it? Yay. It needs more work, but you know, it's coming together. I've been working on it off and on for like a week. Need more plaster still. Wait, do Pokemon need bathrooms? Do they need a bathtub? Some of them want a bathtub. My stuff is mostly spaced out. I like seeing different choices people make. Yeah, me too. I wasn't gonna build like a city type area, but I saw someone's build. And it made me want to build like an old-timey city. What was I gonna do? I need plaster. I'm running out of seashells. I'm making up my spaces as I go along. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm trying to like come up with different themes that I want for each area. Damn. He didn't give me black or white paint. Everything is me themed. I want to see everyone's creations. Fido. Let me go put some fossils away, actually. I made a giant ditto earlier this week. Bruh. That's really cute. I like that idea. My first area, I want it to be like a goblin core, mystical, whimsical area. With like waterfalls and mushrooms and glowing trees. Goblin core, yeah, like mossy. Yeah, like a goblin. Goblin these nuts. No, for real though. Is it like cottagecore? Yeah. It's like cottagecore. But more like mossy. I need to go gather seashells, I think. We're gonna get a lot of seashells. Probably my, Dream Islands. Pikachu Driftloon Island. Lots of seashells. I don't know where I put all my plushies. I think I put them on this island. Gotta grab Smear Guru's stuff off his little island area. His easel. Huh? Someone's there? Who is it? Oh! Ariados. Tut, I must say, it takes some nerve to enter my nest. You're a brave one, aren't you? Oh, no need to fret. I'm not upset. On the contrary, I'm in quite a good mood. After all, I've just found the most wonderful home. I'm sure it will be dazzling once I decorate it with some of my sparkling string. Hi, Mashi. How's my favorite Pokopia streamer? Ain't no way I'm your favorite. I'm good. How are you, Sharky? A soda pop. What does a soda pop give me? that just water? Oh, you got paper for me. Thank you. Oh, what? You don't know how to make me die? Does Pikachu just live there? I need so much more rest. I took the first half of today off and I'm feeling so much more alive than I have the last week. I'm glad you got some more rest. I need rest real bad, real bad. I'm feeling very sleep deprived. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Seashells for my water? Slurp some water. Thank you for the water and the posture check. I definitely needed that posture check because I am in a weird position. I just took a drink of water. Okay, I'll drink another. Yum, yum. You got to the water before I redeemed it, but I thought I did, bruh. I'd count it. Pokopia. I reached 300 Pokemon today? Really? In Pokopia? That's very impressive. I don't think I've even reached that much, and I have like 80 hours in the game. How do I... 134. Nice, a reward. I actually want these. I'm stealing them. $150? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense now. Please be log, please be log. Log. Aw, tired toy. Lame. Apparently you can buy Trubbish. Trubbish is for sale. For trade. Trubbish. Look, he's for sale. Trubbish is for sale. Come and get your Trubbish. I'd buy him. Yeah. Okay, so my plushies aren't here. Maybe my plushies are in a chest in my Rocky Ridges? Oh, that's not where that goes. I have 2 stations of plushies. Gotta go every day. Yeah, I slack on the plushies. Or going to the Dream Islands. Oh, there they are. That's all of them, right? Yeah, I think that's all of them. I have no... want to get rid of all this stuff in my pockets so I can... Oh, I have a bunch of plaster wall. All I need is freaking... I need... white dye. That's what I need. But it takes forever. Maybe if I make a community box and I put it over by my crushers. A brain teaser. Which just flag on like most? Fabric. Ah, nature. I'm dumb. Okay, what if I... Okay, build my community box. Hello, Dran, what's up? Where is Pupitar? Where he's missing. Oh, and I got rid of my honey. My path is all messed up now. I'm kind of sad. Because my building is taking up a lot of space. Thank you. I love you. What the hell was that? Oh! That's cute! What's wrong with Vulpix? Did I even pick up my plushies? I did not. I'm so irritated. Not much. I saw a notification of your stream, and when I saw what it said about you being in my walls, I couldn't help but picture you doing the "Here's Johnny" meme, but more adorable. And then Rin just appears and pets you in the head, on the head. Oh my goodness. That's funny.
Cheese tax,
the cheese tax.
You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules and the facts are the facts. And when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax. The cheese tax, the cheese tax. Hand it over quick, or things might get ugly. I can get really loud. I'm a really bucky puppy. I'm not just asking cause I'm looking for snacks. This is really important business,
and you gotta pay the tax. Hey! I got honey. Oh, you're... Oh my god, you're right there. You were right there the whole time. Oh. Never mind. I should just plant these seeds. So if I leave this in the box, well, that's annoying. I did not mean to do that. Hold on. I want to try something. Okay, and then you get 2 of these, and then four of these, and then you get 4 of these. And then you get a tree. Oh, it needs to be higher.
Pissing all by yourself, handsome?
Pissing all by yourself, handsome? No, did I ruin it? No, I hate that. Thanks for all your hard work, Carrot. No, I want that there, but I don't want... Where are my planter pots? I swear I just saw it. No, that's too many. That's better. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna move this guy. Over here. Make me paint. Make me paint. You also make me paint. Hopefully one gives me black paint and one gives me white. And I really hope they pull from that chest. Okay, can I ignore this part for now? Let me go get some marble. Forgot what I needed for marble. Marble and fence. Limestone. Oh, I didn't give Smear Guru his easel. I'm so sorry. This is like probably really irritating. What do I do with all the extra CDs that I have? Oh no. Yes, wobbly metal sheet sound. That is what it is. Oh my goodness. This is the one I was using, wasn't it? Wooden enclosure. And I cannot forget to get my dolls. I already have a Ditto doll on the Skylands. Ditto doll. Yay! He's calling me mushy now. Oh, no, I want that. I don't really need this stuff right now. Okay. Where can I put all my plushies? Whose house is this? Look at them all. Wait, I didn't make an environment. Am I missing one? Isn't there an Eevee doll? Am I crazy? Am I missing the Eevee doll? I think I left her somewhere. Okay. Oh my gosh, Alakazam. Every time I enter this area, they have something to tell me or show me. Oh, I thought he was walking for a second. I was like, wait, that's not right. Alakazam does not walk. They float. We wanted to go to... I forgot where. Do I need to water them? want to do it like this. I'll wait to see what they do for their top. Hey, I really like this place. Oh, their voice is weird. Or their roar or whatever. Burp, 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 burp. Oh, you gather. Perfect. Okay. Cute. Is that the plushies? Yeah, these are all the plushies. They're adorable. I love my Pokemon, but I don't want any more flower seeds right now. What? I'm watching this. Okay, they're filling the back with marble as well? Not enough pee-pee. Oh. One here. One here. I could like keep it kind of keep the window there. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, that looks good. And maybe I can, I don't know. I think I'm kind of happy with that. Yes! What's next? Oh. No, I'm out of marble. Hold on, Gigi's crying. Let me go see him. Gigi? 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 I might need to go and get more limestone. I could probably get a lot of limestone from the Growlithe plushie, maybe? Perhaps? Thank you. Oh, I have more marble. Yay. Yay. Maybe I could do like... Thank you for the head pat. I could either do... One, two, three, 4, 5. I hate that these don't line up. That looks bad, doesn't it? The barriers? What barriers? Oh yeah, the barriers, yeah. That's cute. Just need to add like a... Maybe one more. One more. Oops. Pretty. Pretty. I need more light. I'm very much lacking light. Utilities? No. I just want like a bright light. Squishy clay. Where are we going? Ooh, what are those? It's free real estate. Ooh. Habitat information. Have not discovered yet. Look at that antique clock. Antique clock. I need a cave, actually. Mewtwo is here! Chat, Mewtwo is here! Where is he? Are they? Where are they? We gotta go get Mewtwo and bring him back. I'm trying to find a cave. Because usually they're in caves. Or are they at the tippy top of the map? But that's what that means, right? They're in my area? Mewtwo's in your area? Hot single Mewtwo's in your area are waiting for you. Mewtwo's 6'7". Mewtwo is 6'7", guys. Oh my god. Slay the Mewtwo. No, not the Mewtwo. Before she levels the whole map looking for it, I fucking will. Don't tempt me. Give. It kind of looks like I'm wearing Crocs. I gotta get ready for sleep. Ditto with Crocs. Work hours. Okay, it was nice to see you. Thank you for hanging out with me. What if it's Croc with Ditto shoes? What the? Or the best pancake land. Wait, gotta make the best Mashiville. Or pancake land. Wait. Wait! Give me that. Wait, I thought if I broke this, there's a secret. There is a secret, but it's not. It's not Mewtwo. I found him! 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 Ah! Ah! So we meet again. There must be some bond of fate connecting us. All the things you've seen, all the things you've yet to build. I'm interested in it all. I'd like to talk with you more. First, would you please lead me to the place where you and your friends live? Certainly. You have my thanks. I'll follow your lead.
There's an island, but we don't actually control the ship though.
What are these? Can you follow me? Oops. Uh-oh. Come on, Mewtwo. You can flow. You don't even need me to make you steps. actually. I'm so excited I got Mewtwo. Look at him eat it. Oh, they ate it so quick. Okay, is that what I... Is that... Do I go home now? With... Mewtwo's coming, right? Mewtwo's following, right? I'm not gonna leave him behind, right? Yes! Yes! Oh my god, where do I even put him? Where do I even put them? Nothing is like up to their standards. Let's start. What kind of environment? Hold on, let me see. Let me look this up. I don't know. What do you mean? Why are you asking if BTOS is okay? I haven't heard from them in a while and they left the Discord. Oh, they did? Like your Discord? Like Rin in yours Discord? Dark themed and tailored habitats to boost environmental levels. Both? Weird. I don't know. I need a bed for them. Do I have a door? I'm gonna put them at the top floor for now. Oh, metal stuff. Oops. This is the suite. Honey, look who I found. Honey, look who I found.
What?
Look who I found.
You two again?
No, he's living here.
Oh.
He's my friend.
He's gonna need a mansion,
I
not an apartment.
I know. This is all I have right now. Thank you for the headpad. Hey, shouldn't you be asleep? There are some Pokemon that feel weird to put in a house. I know, right? What am I missing? Oops. No, not black paint. Dang it. Where is Conkeldurr? Wheat seeds. Wheat seeds. Oh, there he is. Damn it. But what if I... That's kind of cute. But I feel like it should be black. What's wrong with you? Why does that look wider than this one? I wonder if the stars have constellation in this game. It's maybe. Pick it up? Pick what up? Why did I do that? No, I know. It's, I have some of it painted white, but I don't have white dye right now, so I can't paint the rest of my plaster right now. But I want... What? What? Does it not have 3 pieces of furniture in here? This place sucks. Oh, it's raining. You wanna move in here? Does that count as a light source? What's Gigi doing? Gigi's in the other bedroom. What am I doing? What? I need a plate. I need a plate. Where are the plates at? Oh, I was also looking for wood to fix the floor in the room. No, don't undo the transformation. Please just... I can't believe he's taking the elevator when he could literally just fly. Crazy. What the heck? I can't even see where. Hold on. You two come back. Do you like it? Oh, he likes it. There you go. Thank you for the head pat. I don't know what berry is dry. Water? What the heck? Oh my god, there's different frames? What the?
That was a cheap shot. What the fuck? The bandits attack traveling merchants. Yeah.
Is that bed too small for him? Ideal habitat, dark. Strange stuff, watching stuff, letters and words, complicated stuff, stone stuff. Pokopia, strange stuff. Strange stuff favorites. Armor fragment. Refrigerator, washing machine. What?
Why is my berry still active? How long does this fucking last for? The smoked fish is overpowered because it reduces your focus. The berries lasted for like an entire 88 day now. I can't overrate it.
Apparently this cast form weather doll is a strange item. Pokopia. Dry food. Dry food, right? Chesto is dry. Yeah, dry. I just like watching them eat. Can I get up? There we go. Yes, environment level. Wow, look at that. I'm so awesome, chat. I'm poor. I'm very poor. What do I need to gather? Make concrete? I don't have any limestone. Okay, well, I think we can afford those last two recipes and then I gotta go to bed. I've been going to bed way too late recently. I'm a little sleep deprived. Maybe I should make Mewtwo his own, like, house. try planting them in soil.
Oh, wait, I see. So the village fast travel sign, you know, you can travel with everybody, but it's only
Oh my god, look at he sleep on his couch, on his porch. Look at him. Okay. What's up? Maybe later. I'm just planting flowers all around because they're pretty. Okay. We are going to sleep. Let's go see Pumpkin if she's still alive. Pumpkin Dio. Ew, I have an ad. Ew. Ew. Well, head off to her once the ads are over. 10 seconds, 8 seconds. Take care of yourselves. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. Don't forget to enter my giveaway for a free beta key for Loftia. We can play together if you're interested. Bye bye.